Okay, so the last part of the test. So find the slopes of the tangents to see. So first of all, if we see plural tangents, that's suggesting to us we're going to end up with a quadratic at some stage because, it's going to be two values. Now, the slopes of tangents, so of the circle C. So we have the circle C from above, and that circle we know has a center of 5, 2. Now, there's some point somewhere, so let's pretend it's out here, minus 2, 1. And what's happening is there's basically two tangents that's going through that point that touches this circle once. Now, another thing we know is a tangent is simply a line. It's a form of a line. So for that reason, immediately I'm thinking y minus y1 equal m bracket x minus x1. So I know that minus 2, 1 is on the line, so I'm going to fill that in. So my minus 2, 1 is my x1, y1. So that becomes minus 1 is equal to m bracket x minus minus 2, which ends up being plus 2. So no matter what else is happening here, we know this is the equation of the tangent. Yes, we have some unknowns, and that's okay, and we'll deal with that shortly. So for now, we know that is the equation of basically both of those lines. So what do we do next? So another thing we can do is we can get the perpendicular distance from the center to the tangent. Now, if I try and get the perpendicular distance from the center to the tangent, that should be the same as the radius. And we figured out in the other video that the radius is root 10. So what I'm using is my perpendicular distance formula. So this is in my log tables, perpendicular distance formula. So let's write that down. So this is on page 19. And that's the square root of a squared plus b squared. Now, I know that when I fill this in, it is supposed to be equal to root 10. So what I'm saying is the distance from the center to this tangent, or the other one for that matter, is root 10. So what is my A, B, and C? Well, the first part is my A, so my mx. The next part is my B. So that's my, I'll fill this in first and then I'll go back and put my point in. So what I'm doing initially is I am actually I'll do it now as I'm doing it, sorry. So what I'm doing is I'm getting the perpendicular distance from my line, from my center to the line. So what I'm really doing is I'm filling in my point into this line. So in the place of x1, I'm putting 5 because that's my center, x1, y1. Then I have plus b, which is my b is my minus 1. So that's a 1 there, obviously. So that's my minus 1. So that's my A, that's my B, and this bit is going to be my C. So in the place of y, then I'm putting 2, because that's coming from up here, the center of my circle, plus, and then I, of course, have my C, which is my 2m plus 1, all over. Now, again, remember your A is your m, so that's m squared, and your B is minus 1. And that's going to, if I square minus 1, I get positive 1. And again, remember, that's supposed to be equal to the root of 10. So I get 5m minus 2 plus 2m plus 1. Now that's the absolute value of that, all over the root of m squared plus 1 equals the root of 10. So all I'm doing now is really tidying up. So minus 1. That's right, is it? That is minus 1. Just checking back here on my A, B, and C. So it's my minus 1, my Y was my Y2, 5, 2, yes. And then my C. So that's plus by minus is minus, by plus is minus. minus 1 plus 1 is minus, yeah, so that's okay. Now, because I've square root on both sides, I need to square both sides. So I'm going to square the entire of this side and the entire of this side. So that's an easy one. That becomes 10. The m squared plus 1, well, the root just drops out. But this guy, obviously, he does need to be squared. So I'm going to have to write it out twice, and I'm going to multiply it out. And that's 10 over, so I'll do the cross multiplying when I'm done with this. So that's 49m squared minus 7m minus 7m plus 1 all over m squared plus 1 equals to 10, which I'm now going to do as 10 over 1. So when I cross multiply 49m squared minus 14m plus 1, and this becomes 10m squared plus 10. Now you can see my quadratic forming here. When I bring the 10 over, it's going to be 39m squared minus 14m minus 9. Now I'm going to do my minus b. A is 39, b is minus 14, and c is minus 9. So I do my minus b. So minus b is 14 plus or minus the root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. Then I just pop that into the calculator and we'll get our two values. And this is all we have to do, is we have to find the slope. So once we have found m, we're done. So this is our last step. So we have 14. So I'm going to do my plus first, and that is minus 14 to be squared minus 4 bracket 39 and negative 9. And that's 2 bracket 39. So I'm getting 9 over 13. And then I go back and change my plus to a minus. And I get my second value. And that's minus 1/3. So I end up with two values of m, which is what I'm asked for, the two slopes. So the two slopes are minus 1/3 and 9 over 13. And that's it. That was the end of the test there.